Who the fuck is Louis Theroux? Everyone's acting like this guy's like a big deal or something. I've never heard of this guy before. I did watch this documentary he made for Netflix just now, and it's horrible. I think it's not good. It's pretty boring, to be honest, and there isn't much nuance to it, which I was expecting considering all the hype, but there isn't much to it. I don't know what he was trying to do. First of all, he's supposed to be this legendary journalist, broadcaster, whatever the fuck. But like, there are a lot of parts in this documentary where this guy is like doing some narration, and it's just not interesting. Like his voiceover, it's just not interesting enough for somebody to be hooked in. Like, some people have this type of voice where they can start talking and people are just gonna listen. It's called charisma, I guess. I don't know. He doesn't have that voice, man. There were so many parts where I didn't even realize this motherfucker was talking in the background. There is no presence of any nature, man. I don't know how this guy ended up being who he is. A lot of it was just like he asks a bunch of questions to, let's say, Myron, and Myron says something that's weirdly outrageous, as he always does, and then he's just staring at him. He's just staring, and then like some beat music starts playing, and we transition to the next scene. So many scenes transition like this. He asks a question, and he gets a weird answer, something very obnoxious, most likely, and then he's just looking at them. There are a couple instances where he just like kind of objects it. He says, "Come on, what are you doing? Whatever the fuck." Usually it's just this. He's staring at them and it's very awkward. Like you can feel the awkwardness when he's staring at them. And it's supposed to be this thing, right? Where he has given up in a way. Like he's not even gonna bother arguing with something so retarded, if you will. And then we transition to the next scene. That keeps happening, man. Objectively speaking, this documentary wasn't good. There was a part in this documentary where one of the guys he was interviewing, his mom was around and she says, "Well, don't lecture anybody else for making money off of this shit because you're doing the same thing. You're interviewing these people because you want to make money off of what's happening here in this fucking industry or whatever the fuck." And she's right, like he didn't really have an answer for this. He was just fucking acting like he's superior in a way because he's like, "Oh yeah, well you'll say that because you're full of hate, whatever the fuck." Like he wasn't saying that, but like that was the implication in a way. And I mean, she had a point. Why was this made? What was the point of this? To make people aware that there are guys around the internet who say this type of weird shit? Like everybody knows that at this point, I think. So what was the point? Why was this made? Nothing was changed. If this documentary didn't exist, nothing would have changed. So what was the point? It was just because there is this guy who wanted to make money off of this. That's literally all it was, man. There was nothing that was said. There was a part where he's like, "Oh, man, these people, they have childhood trauma." Yeah, no shit. No shit, buddy. Again, everybody knows that. What was he trying to do here? If you make a documentary, right, I am assuming that you're gonna try to show something or say something that people have not seen or heard of before. Something that people don't know about. That wasn't here, man. There was nothing here. And that's the problem. Like, it's not a feature film that you can just watch and enjoy, right? It's a documentary. It needs to say something. Documentaries, in my opinion, they need to say something, man. They need to show something. Even if it's a documentary, let's say about a person or something, they need to show something about their lives, which people did not know about. There needs to be something. You can make a fucking great story out of a documentary, man, because documentaries are real. You can make a great fucking story. He failed at doing that. I don't know, man. I don't know why the fuck. Of course, Netflix fucking approved this because people are gonna watch it. I've watched it, but it's just not good. A great example of a documentary, in my opinion, would be the Andre the Giant documentary that came out in HBO, I think in 2018 now. It is a great fucking documentary. The reason is because, first of all, they have a lot of charismatic people being interviewed, and charismatic in a good way, obviously. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is this, man. They are talking about things that people don't know about, right? Like, everybody knows Andre the Giant, but there are things about his life that people obviously don't know about. This documentary talks about it. There are people who are like, "Man, this is what he used to be like." And it's just good, man. They follow his entire journey here, so there's a story as well, because they talk about when he started in wrestling, what he did, and when he went to fucking Hollywood and then how he died. All of that. They talk about everything. Every high and every low. Not literally every high and every low, but you know what I mean. They talk about all the major points. So there is a story. The documentary is fucking great, and there are a lot of examples of this nature. There is nothing here. What's the story? He just goes around talking to a bunch of people, they say something stupid, and then he just fucking stares at them. That's it. And some people are gonna be like, oh man, that's the point, you know? He's exposing them. He's letting them make a fool out of themselves. It's stupid. Anybody can do this, man. It's not that fucking impressive. Not in my opinion. So, as far as this documentary is concerned, I think it's trash, and nobody in their right mind would actually enjoy this.